MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. In motion left goes Cooks. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Giants at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to his left. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brings us 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Giants nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Pollard again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Final play of the half. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. The ball comes out. Fighting down past the 45. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. On the return, Jackson. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Jones now on 1st down, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Barkley, inside handoff. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. This is caught.
And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. In motion left goes Cooks. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his left.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down, Jones.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, We picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A second down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
That's caught out wide by Cooks.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Here's Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
And they work this out past the 25. Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Jones.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw is Jones. Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here's Jones. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense.